everyone, and welcome back to the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. In the last episode, we'd carried on with the Ace Attorney Dual Destinies game, and we had continued on with episode 4, the Cosmic Turnabout. In the last episode, we had begun the investigation to the Cosmic Turnabout, and we didn't find out an awful lot. It was interesting though, and then we met this guy, Yuri Cosmos. The one of the first two people to discover the body. So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically? Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand on our way, we keep going for the sake of all mankind. I believe I used the word specifically in my question. Attention all personnel, to your break stations, prepare for break. Oh, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner. That is exactly right, because I'm an important man, my manner is important. Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundlessness of space. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Oh, very well, I will tell you. I was the essential figure of the Hat One project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. No, go ahead, have at it. I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it. Specifically. Can you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day? I refuse. What? Why? Explaining is a job for common folk. The director of the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom. Ow. What? So does that mean you'll be taking a stand tomorrow? That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind. I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. And let's at least try to ask him about things he might be willing to open up about. The Hat 1 was a rocket that was launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home? I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well. I will impart to you the complete story of the Hat 1 project. Thank you very much, I guess. Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid, and Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit. From where it launched the Hope probe toward the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth. That struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle... Oh, the struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right? Correct. And it truly was a miracle. Of course, they had just to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth, but a few days ago... So, what kind of samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. I get to believe we had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years. It's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing the moon rock back. This is the greatest achievement in the history of its space center. The public fell in love with space in all of its glorious potential. Moon rock, huh? I remember that being big, actually, yeah. Our endeavors with the moon rock live on in our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos. I hear there are lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. I mean, it's like running a new space race with every other country out there. What? Bite your tongue. It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's over the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it. I guess a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd better brush up. For the case, you know? Is that so? Well, I'll be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy and very important man. Galactic scooter, fire up the main engine, max battle speed, and engage! That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we'd better get going too then, I guess. You bet, let's make it so. Okay, let's go to the boarding lounge then. This isn't quite what I was expecting. Why is the Loch Ness Monster in the window? How much is that Nessie in the window? It's not dog anymore, it's how much is that Nessie in the window? I have no words. So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now we're in the main building, here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Claim Mr. Starbuck fled here from launch pad 1, after the explosion. You there, no admittance without express permission. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers, we've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission, not even police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in launch pad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk. Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel, Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So, to get to launch pad 1 corridor, just have to go through that door with a blue rocket on it, I think. Wait. That door looks awfully familiar. Good day there, boss. This is the door Clay Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad. Ah, that explains it. The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Oh, come on, let's go! Fine. There are robots! Even in space. Safety first. Why does that feel suspicious and creepy? So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape. Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. I see police tape down on the other end. Guess we'll be looking at the Launchpad. After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. The Launchpad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? Seems to be lost. That's funny, this car has a straight shot. Huh? Ah, it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Enjoy a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing. We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if you're not so reluctant to give us information, we need him in whatever should we do act. I'm sure I'll fall for it. Got it? Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Da-da-dum. 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 If on the case, huh? Alright, I'll gladly share some with you. Huh? What just happened? Detectives and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me. You info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today. I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. Well, we need information, so let's just run with it. If you say so. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate crime scene? There's an officer in guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever should we do? It's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. Should I have some snacks delivered? One of my mangas and me back rub. No, that's okay. But thanks. Yeah, this is definitely not the Fulbright I know. Today the Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Da-da-da. I love the Fulbright's theme. It's so disco-y. It fits his vibe perfectly. Do you think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. No, I literally just did that. Why do I do that? You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right, I was here at security assignment. The police are required to secure rocket launches now? Well, I didn't know that. Yes, well, you know us, to serve and protect. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened? Of course, the bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over the Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and employees to evacuate to the shelter. The shelter? That's right, there's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like. So, where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite a madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of an explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. Then, wasn't it possible to get down the basement shelter? No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a falling ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take a look around for any survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way downtown and headed to the shelter. Wow, what a deal! Climbing down an emergency ladder sounds kind of fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too. Well, never mind that. I thought you should know that there was a witness. Can you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who's on the 4th floor. She was climbing down through a window into the 3rd floor lounge. So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right. It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? But that's the most important thing of all. Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in Space Center. You might even run into her. A 4th floor employee, huh? Alright. Thanks for the info, Detective, alright? Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Something you can't talk about? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What was that all about? Something's definitely going on. I'm gonna get it out of him next time I see him. Okay. So sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. Okay, let's go. Ah, you two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring some snacks or give you a neck rub too if you'd like. Oh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now, let's see, where's that diagram again? This lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then. You read my mind, Athena. Make that our first priority. There's just one problem though. This room. It's just so big. Don't worry, we can use this to help us. A space at the Plumfit? For tourists? Yep, picked it up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's see. Yep, here it is. A map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. Athena, are you okay? You're having a little mini stroke. It's okay, Athena. Athena, do you need to sit down? Athena, you better sit down. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's check down the third person. Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image. Oh yeah, I knew that. Phew, that's a relief. There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. But that's what it says in the pamphlet anyway. The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push the button, isn't it? Oh, what's wrong with that? Just look for the button while we're looking for clues. Alright, fine, let's get investigating. No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity. Hang on. That's it. I have water. Oh, Thena has an odd glint in her eye. She's thinking about trying that thing out. I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll outmuscle me. Hey, Mr. Right! Look at that up there! Oh, I actually didn't see that. Some kind of fragment? Stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what the glint was all about. That colour looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank. You know, I think you're right. But if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad. Way to go, Apollo! First glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape. But then there's a creature. Oh, didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like. Oh, I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. It did make quite a bit of news, though, when the probe came back. Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. It's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. Some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, there's no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too. Why would anybody want to have something like that here? It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. This is a training device that's easy on the eyes and the body. Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle zero G? A window. It's right next to the holographic image too. I bet it's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality. Way off, it says emergency ventilation. You know, to clear smoke from a fire. See, it's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality! Looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet! We're here at this place. It says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them lefty, righty, and downy. People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, you know. Details, details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. That's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion. Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with a satellite dish icon to signify communication. aka the control room. Yep, down is the control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes into space from there. So it's the centre of the Space Centre. The Space Centre, if you will. Everybody started talking about Director Cosmos after they've been here a while. But it seems like they built a new command centre on the 6th floor. That's what they used for had 2 missions. This control room's empty at the time. Always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. Since we're here, I'd like to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So this door was protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. That much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Okay. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door? Oh, excuse me, I mean south door? Where do they see the elevators? This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yep, and of course there's no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 Musketeers. The boarding lounge. Thanks. I understand the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. So this is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. So he's stretched out like this and... huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's the thing the prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in call with Apollo. He said that it contained an asteroid samples. Oh right, Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought up back only 5 days ago by the probe that the HAT-1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? Pods. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? Do you know a thing? It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen. I was going to move, and then I pressed X. I was like, no, that's not right. What are you? Hello, what are you? There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here. Just push it. Well, that's the invariable principle of buttons. Such thing as buttons left unpunched. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah. Though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. So let's see if we can't find anything new with the image off. Hi. It's a spider's web. Hey, Miss Wright, take a look at this. There's like a bullet hole. A great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shop must have been using a pretty large gun. Think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Well, whatever size it was, someone had fired a gun in here, right? Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around somewhere? No, the police might have taken it, though.
I just asked Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Mirror. How thoughtful of them to put one in here. Thoughtful? So ladies can fix their makeup. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all.
I doubt anyone who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place.
I think that's everything from this side. But the holographic image off the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Black when caught. At least he's got my brain revved up. Come with my best ideas at times like these. Let's see, this door is... Where's that pamphlet? Here we are, it's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. You went through it earlier and went to talk to Detective Fulbright. So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? See, the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing beside the door... This must be the fingerprint recognition device. Sorry, hang on a second. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwell talked about it in the trial.
The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device, and allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so.
Then does this mean the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel is supposed to be really small. Voila! The fingerprint printer! I bought it just in case something like this came up. Well, in the office. I've just been itching for a chance to use it. Wow. Why do you think ahead? Let's test the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find. You got it. That's basically in here, and a little over there, and... Phew. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Oh, it's only a single set of prints. Is that a good thing? Sure, wish we could figure out whose prints they are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get a couple of prints on the first try. Well, I went into bed that fingerprint. Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right, and there's the security fitted to this door too. And here it is. Came over the courtyard the other day. If you could see the part of the footage just after this bit. Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Well, that's the detective. The mood he's in, I'll probably show it to us right away. Yeah, he's in almost too good a mood today. Let's go and see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove.
Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where similarities end. It's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this?
Well, the knob is straight up and down. So, if it was for a stove, the burner would be off.
Right, if it was for a stove.
So, I wonder what it's ready for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove.
They knew exactly what they were doing, really, didn't they?
They knew exactly what they were doing. How about a rocket engine? If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in. And I guess all we can see for now is that it's a mystery knob. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So this is a fingerprint recognition device. Guess you put your hand on this hand mark. Might guess what you can try. Let's line my hand up with the outline. Don't think this thing related to case. Get your prints all over that, and next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect. You'd be so cool to a little girl like me. How am I buying those tears, Missy? There is our footprint. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says. Oh boy, I'll try it. Gravity's weak on the moon, so I bet I could do some mid-air somersaults. We're still on Earth, remember? So it's connected to the ceiling. Really, it's like jump pretty high? There's this sign on the wall that clearly says don't jump too high. What good is this thing? Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? Are we just not going to acknowledge the big shoe print? We have something glistening. Hey, I see something shiny down there. Let's take this cover off then. What's this? Looks like a metal jelly bean. It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 or 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see, that would make this caliber .10. Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. But if you try firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left and south side of the room according to this map. It's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't look here. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us the card we need. What's this? A trap door? It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from here. Robots do the cleaning? God, what a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. No way, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? You can go say hi to it if you want.
Welcome to the Space Pro Center, guests. Welcome.
Yeah, what in the world?
My name is Paco. P-O-N-C-O. Paco. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
It's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Paco. Psychological observation and navigation companion. Ponco. Ponco.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Oh, Ponko, I missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena?
Oh, she showed us around last time when I came here with Apollo.
Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy, so very happy.
Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you.
I don't know you.
This is oddly terrifying. Please stop spinning your head like 720 degrees.
Huh?
Ouch, that hurt.
Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko.
Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too.
His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a look. Please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial recognition sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
Huh? This robot is pretty cute. You need a friend, boss? Is it grey?
Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you right this way.
Oh, goody. Let's go, boss.
Go where? Wow. Wow. I was not expecting this. This is beautiful, actually. Wow, exactly. What is this place? Is that rocket real?
Welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the Hand One project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as a real one.
Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1.
Ask me anything, I will explain.
This is quite the place. I can't believe we got to see a rocket this close up.
This is a replica of the Hand One that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hand One, inside and out. It's our brother, the Hand 2, was supposed to launch the other day.
I wonder if Bonko knows why the launch was cancelled.
Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out.
Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I'd like to come here again on a day off. Hey, what's this a photo of?
Phoenix, that's the staff of the Hand One project.
Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. God, he looks so young and so different. And that's... What is it, Tina? Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too. That's all. Well, it was 7 years ago after all, so the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck is Clay Terran.
The victim.
So they were mentor and protege, even way back then. He's even got one of his staff jackets. It looks like a regular staff member.
No, Clay was still a student then. He just bought one of Sullivan's old jackets.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Clay would have been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. His Space Museum is great. Oh, fantastic exhibits.
This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the other entrance is on the 3rd floor.
Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of budget cuts. Budget cuts, we need more money. Money!
Who would record that kind of information into a guide bot?
While it was in space, the Help launched a probe called Help. The Help probe collected some samples from the asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And here it is, the Help space probe.
I've seen that logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule the victim is carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen on photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her.
The way the Space Center Launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you?
The setup to the launch pad. Oh, go gentle, my spiky-haired mind.
I want to know. I want to know. Phoenix wants to know too.
Okay, that's fine.
Great. And now Athena's got a case of ponchoitis.
Hooray! I will tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launch pad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launch pad over the rails. And moored into position at the launch site. Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all.
It's very cool. A ground settlement suits an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year. Myself included. And me! Real life me. Ben Turley, me, that's me. I guess the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh?
That it is. But it can also be operated from the new command center too. And the way the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to be first disengaged.
Oh, sorry.
First being disengaged.
I guess a big move like that can be carried out. There are all kinds of procedures.
I'd really like to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for?
Searching data. All future pens have been put on hold.
Because of the bombing and the murder, I'll bet. Which is perfectly understandable.
Well, when was the last time it was moved?
Searching data. I'm sorry, that answer isn't my answer database.
I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right?
Checking registered data. Yeah, I know, it's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe.
It contained the asteroid samples, right?
Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed,
Don't worry, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened.
They do? I must ask them later.
So the capsule is being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it safely after the explosion.
Space Center staff must really be excited to finally get the capsule back. But it's pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents.
Well, the police took it as evidence, so I'll have to wait a little longer. Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum.
Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well.
You'll have to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently.
It's because Punko is so friendly. Well, what should we investigate next? Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about. Let's see, security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? Okay, let's go back to Launchpad 1 corridor. Bye, Punko. See you later.
Come again, come again. And don't forget to visit the gift shop.
Poor Ponko. What a Dickensian life are all forced to lead.
December 19th. Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 corridor.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? Let's take to Fulbright. Still seems to be lost even though it's a straight corridor. So I'd be still in a cooperative mood as well then. If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. It's Detective Arm who fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right, a warning shot for the defendant. Was it really such a high-threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know the details, with one Detective Arm gone and all. But I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. I already know Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hang on, sorry. I don't know why, I just adore his music so much, man. I do, I really do. Okay. That's exactly what I'm planning to have in the main course. I hope it goes down easy. Sorry. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boys' lounge. Ah, yes, I just happen to have compiled print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. When I said everyone, I meant it. Prosecutor Blackwell did dig deep. So that's what I did. Sure, it took a while though. Whoa, he's gonna pull his hand, my prince. He even got prints for all the robots. Why anyone would do that is... Well, I don't know why anyone would do that. It's a bit weird, I can't lie, but there we go. Clay's fingerprints are here too. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. We had his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all. So I don't believe you took his glove off to get his fingerprints.
Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important to this case. There are a lot of doors that require the fingerprint verification in the lounge. So upon those prints we find, we completely change the time for both sides. Makes sense. Sure, the culprit prints did get them past fingerprint lock somehow. Oh, and take this picture. It might come in handy. Isn't this just a photo of the Launchpad 1 door? Yep, but Prosecutor Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's so important about this door? Beats me, but boy, could you see the gears in his head and go to hyperdrive fatter. So this is going to be a major point of contention for... Hello? Oh, hang on a second. Hiya.
You got a broken tyre?
Something like that, yes. Right, I'm going to have to go a minute, as I've just got someone to fix the tile in my room, so I shall be back shortly.